Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and some of the comments that I got from the Monday Q&A kind of made me realize that a lot of the subscribers that I have here, not all of you, but some of you clearly are not competitive. You've never competed in anything. And many of these people have a mentality that is really going to set you up for failure in life, because the things that we learn in the sports world, you maybe learn in sports growing up, things that you learn on the playing field or competitive field, even in adult sports, are things that are going to carry over to other endeavors in life. They will carry over to even the business world, the professional world. And that is understanding that when you are doing something competitive, you need to be focused on winning, and you need to be looking for every possible edge you can possibly get. Yes, it can be fun to compete against yourself. Yes, a lot of these are fun social activities, but ultimately, when it comes time to the actual contest, you should be playing to win. You should be playing to place as well as you possibly can. If it's a field of 100 athletes and you know that you're only capable of placing 85th, you need to make sure you don't place 86. You need to place as well as you possibly can. And that means that you do whatever it takes in your training and your prep, whatever it takes to get yourself mentally focused. And if need be, you even psychologically break down your opponents, create doubt, the way that you carry yourself, even the advice you give, the things that you do when warming up around your competition will affect them mentally. Because everyone is watching everyone else. Let's say when you get into something like powerlifting like I do, all your competition is watching you. Just like in the business world, your competition is watching you. Even if you're on friendly terms with them, they're watching what you are doing. There are different things you could do, you could figure out how to do on your own. They can help trip people up. They can create doubt. The way that you carry yourself, the confidence that you carry yourself with, can demoralize other people at times. The way that you psych yourself up will affect your performance. The way that you behave, the way that you carry yourself can even affect the way judges and referees in a sport deal with you. And I'll give you guys a little tip right there. I got red lighted at the British on my opening lift. Well, I wasted a lot of energy because I opened relatively heavy on my squats. I opened at least 90%, over 90%. I wasted a lot of energy, and that hurt my total to open that heavy and waste the attempt, because I had to go back and hit it again for my second attempt. That hurt me. But even though I got the lift itself, I had a technical error. And rather than throw a temper tantrum, I went over and asked the head judge, very respectfully and calmly, I said, hey, what did I do wrong? What would you recommend that I do different next time on the next lift so that this doesn't happen again? Because I want to make sure that I do this correctly. And when you do that with judges, the other referees and the judges see these things. They see the level of sportsmanship you carry yourself with. And I know that I, as a referee, I've had to deal with people so far to where they throw a shit fit. They get mad. They get angry over your call. And as a referee, oftentimes when you see people do that, it's going to affect the way that you judge them in the future psychologically, because you're going to view them as unsportsmanlike. And for some people, that will affect the way that you get judged. That will affect the way that you place on certain things. And it can be very, very little things, such as giving you a half-inch benefit of the doubt, or making you go a half-inch deeper on a squat. How long they make you pause on the bench press before they give you a press command. And that could be subconscious on the part of that referee or judge, because they're human also. So little things that you do in competition absolutely do matter. And if you are serious about being competitive and serious about being an athlete, you're going to pay attention to those things. You're going to do your best to be competitive, because at the end of the day, when we do something to compete, even if it's just for fun, we are there to place as well as we possibly can against the other competitors. And if you take that attitude in your competitive endeavors there, that will carry over to other things you do in life. Because the thing that people need to remember, and something that has been ingrained in this society growing up, even though we have chosen to maintain a competitive marketplace, we live in a capitalist type society where there is competition, yet we've chosen to give people participation awards. And the reality is that it might work at schools, but once people get in the real world, there are no participation awards. And so it's important to remember that if you want to be successful in the real world, you need to be doing everything that you can to reach your own goals in any sort of competitive environment or competitive market, competing for a job, competing for customers. The little things that you do matter, and you need to pay attention to those things. And a lot of you younger guys, you'd be surprised how much of that carries over into the real world. The things that you do in sports, if you learn to be competitive in sports, and you learn to do whatever it takes to win rather than expecting a participation award or a participation trophy, then you will oftentimes find that that will carry over to your success in other endeavors. So yes, you need to be mindful of these things. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. And please remember to subscribe, to like my videos, and share them if you enjoy them. And just another quick reminder, we now have multiple colors on the Juggernaut Fitness t-shirts in stock. We have tank tops and we have hoodies now. They are linked down below. So go check them out. And let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go. Oh, Mount Bicepius.